When getting ready to change lanes, you should A. Check your side view mirror, B. Check your rear view mirror, C. Quickly turn your head to check for other vehicles, or D. All of the above. D. All of the above. Before changing lanes, check your side and rear view mirrors for traffic approaching you from behind. Just before you begin moving into the other lane, quickly glance over your shoulder and check for any vehicles that may be in your blind spot. A person who drives much slower than the speed limit, A. may create a dangerous driving environment, B. is a very safe driver, C. should not let following cars pass, or D. always has the right of way. A. may create a dangerous driving environment. Driving more slowly than the flow of traffic can be hazardous. If you are on a two-lane, two-way road and driving so slowly that traffic is backing up behind you, you are required to pull off the road and let other vehicles pass. Only drive significantly under the speed limit when conditions require it. A driver approaching a flashing red traffic signal must A. slow down at the light, B. drive carefully without stopping, C. merge to the light, or D. stop before entering the intersection. C. Stop before entering the intersection. A flashing red light means that you must stop, yield to traffic and pedestrians, and go only when it is safe. At a railroad crossing, a flashing red light indicates that a train is approaching. Yield to the train and go only when the lights have stopped flashing and all other active warning devices deactivate. To reduce the effects of headlight glare at night, you should look A. straight ahead, B. over your shoulder, C. to the right edge of the road, or D. at the center of the road. C. to the right edge of the road. If oncoming drivers do not dim their headlights for you, keep your eyes on the right side of the road ahead. Do not look directly at the oncoming headlights because the glare may blind you for several seconds. This sign means A. there is a detour ahead, B. you must stop for flaggers, C. the road ahead is closed to traffic, or D. the highway ahead is undergoing maintenance. D. The highway ahead is undergoing maintenance. Construction and maintenance signs are orange colored and are used to notify drivers of unusual or potentially dangerous conditions in or near work areas. This sign warns drivers that they are approaching a construction zone and that they should prepare to lower their speed and drive with extraordinary caution. Drivers may not cross blank unless turning left when it is safe to do so. A. Double solid yellow lines. B. Red lines. C. Broken yellow lines. Or D. Double solid white lines. A. Double solid yellow lines. Double solid yellow lines prohibit vehicles moving in either direction from crossing the lines. You may not cross these lines unless turning left when it is safe to do so. What does this sign indicate? A. A crossroad, B. A crosswalk, C. A hospital, or D. A railroad crossing. A crossroad. This sign represents a crossroad. Another road crosses the main road ahead. Slow down and look left and right for other traffic. When approaching any intersection or driveway, drivers should A. change lanes, B. pass other vehicles and then stop, C. drive at the fastest speed just before entering the intersection, or D. look both ways and be ready to stop. D. Look both ways and be ready to stop. Look both ways and be ready to brake or stop. Drive at the slowest speed just before entering the intersection, not while crossing. Do not pass or change lanes Be aware of vehicles behind you. What does this sign indicate? A. A pedestrian crosswalk ahead. B. A school zone ahead. C. A library ahead. Or D. A bus stop ahead. B. A school zone ahead. This pentagonal, five-sided sign warns of a school zone ahead. School children may be crossing the road ahead, so slow down and proceed with caution. Which of the following is not a defensive driving tip? A. It is better to drive off the road than skid off when avoiding a crash. B. Hitting a car moving in the same direction as you are is better than hitting a car head on. C. Hitting a post is better than hitting a bush. Or D. It is better to swerve right instead of toward oncoming traffic to prevent a crash. C. Hitting a post is better than hitting a bush. Hitting a row of bushes is better than hitting a tree, a post, or a solid object. What does this sign mean? A. A no passing zone for bicycles is ahead. B. Bicyclists may use the lane only where the sign is posted. C. A bikeway crosses the roadway ahead. Or D. Bicyclists should not use this lane. C. A bikeway crosses the roadway ahead. This sign represents a bicycle crossing. This sign warns you in advance that a bikeway crosses the roadway ahead. What does overdriving your headlights mean? A. Driving so slow that your headlights go into standby mode. B. Driving over a bridge with your headlights on. C. Driving so fast that you cannot stop within the range of the headlights. Or D. Driving so fast that you could break your headlights. C. Driving so fast that you cannot stop within the range of the headlights. It is often called overdriving your headlights when a driver's visibility is limited due to fog or darkness, but the driver still drives at a speed which does not allow them the ability to stop in time to avoid obstacles in the road. This sign warns drivers to A. Enter a one-lane bridge. B. Keep left at a roundabout. C. Keep left at a one-way road. Or D. Keep right. D. Keep right. This sign warns drivers that there is a divider or other obstacle ahead. Keep right. And blank pavement marking may be painted on the paved approach to a railroad crossing. A. TXC. B. SXS. C. RXC. Or D. RXR. D. RXR. A round yellow warning sign with an X symbol and black RR letters. This sign is posted a few hundred feet in front of the tracks and alerts you to slow down. Look, listen, and prepare to stop. If necessary, roll down a window and listen carefully for an approaching train. If a train is approaching, stop. The shape of this sign provides advance warning of the A. No passing zone ahead. B. Two-way road ahead. C. Merging traffic ahead. Or D. No zone ahead. A. No passing zone ahead. The no passing zone sign is the only type of sign that is pennant shaped. It indicates the start of a no passing zone for all vehicles traveling in your direction. The sign is posted on the left side of the roadway. The length of a point suspension is 3 months for A. 9 points within an 18-month period. B. 18 points within an 18-month period. C. 24 points within a 24-month period, or D, 12 points within a 12-month period. B, 18 points within an 18-month period. If you receive 20 points on your driver's license, your license may be suspended. 12 points within a 12-month period equals 30 days. 18 points within an 18-month period equals 3 months. And 24 points within a 36-month period equals a year. Which of the following is a penalty for a first DUI conviction? A, probation, not more than 1 year. B, license revocation, minimum 1 year. C, driving license termination. Or D, mandatory 30 days in jail. A, probation, not more than 1 year. Probation for first convictions, the total period of probation and incarceration would not be greater than 1 year. Blind spots are A, areas to the side or rear of a vehicle that a driver cannot see with use of mirrors. B, lanes reserved for U-turns. C, at night, the darkest areas of a road where emergency flashers should be used. Or D, dangerous intersections where the maximum speed is 15 miles per hour or less. A, areas to the side or rear of a vehicle that a driver cannot see with the use of mirrors. A blind spot is any area immediately surrounding your vehicle that cannot directly be observed by you, the driver, within your normal field of vision. What is the speed limit for cars in a residential area? A, 30 miles per hour. B, 55 miles per hour. C, 25 miles per hour. Or D, 40 miles per hour. A, 30 miles per hour. On all streets or highways, the maximum speed limits for all vehicles must be 30 miles per hour in business or residence districts.